Hey, welcome back. Another great video. Today is going to be a very exciting book. It's called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. This right here. So what I'm going to do is break it down. It's about 200 pages. So what I'll do is break it down to quarters. So we'll do the first 49 pages. That's actually part one. So let's break this down. Great book. This is really going to help you understand the shift we've been talking about from the previous one that you probably listened to, the Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And if you haven't, go back into my YouTube channel, you can see it there, okay? But anyway, let's get started. This is a very powerful book. Take some notes. And as you know, I have highlighted some of the key points so you remember the key points of this book, and it will help you become more successful in your business, in your job, or whatever you're doing. So let's get started. Here's the compelling summary of the first 49 pages of The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Eker. Anyway, introduction. The foundation of wealth. Your financial blueprint, your life. Eker emphasizes that everyone has a money blueprint. Money blueprint. It's kind of like if you look at an architect who has a blueprint of a building. This is what's going on in your head, how you think about money, deeply rooted in their subconscious, which determines their financial success or failure. Wealth is a result, not a root cause. He highlights that your external financial reality reflects your internal beliefs and mindset about the money. So your external, the outside, really it affects your inside, how you think about money. So we're going to show you how to change the inside because you can't change the outside. Think about it. Can you change the weather? No. Can you change somebody the way they look? No. It's something that's external. Chapter 1, the money blueprint. Programming shapes financial behavior. Eker explains that how early life programming from parents, culture, or our surrounds, our siblings, experiences creates your money mindset. You know, and I'll go over some things we've learned in the past, like verbal conditioning, what you were told about money, like money doesn't grow on trees, money's the root of all evil, stuff like that you've heard before. Modeling, how parents or role models manage money. So you've seen, like, probably your parents or where they came from say, you know, we got to hoard, we got to keep our money here because it's very tight. So the concept of money has always been scarcity. Specific incidents. Think of the emotional experiences you've had when it deals with money that shaped your beliefs. You know, you probably were one time where you might have gotten a ticket for parking in the wrong spot. How bad you felt. Oh man, $50, $100. I remember my first ticket was $10 many, many years ago. And today's $10 is hardly anything, but that was a lot of money for me. $10. I kept, oh man, that emotional experience of now I'll never park this car on the wrong side of the road again. So anyway, awareness is the first step of changing. Recognizing and understanding your money blueprint is critical to rewriting for success. Chapter 2, the wealth of files overview. Rich versus poor mentality. I love this one. Eker introduces the contrast of mental framework of wealthy, poor individuals. Look at this. The rich people think big. Poor people think small. Pretty logical stuff. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles, right? Isn't that the truth? Rich people associate with other successful individuals. Poor people associate with negative or limiting influences. Think about it. So when you're associating with the right type of people, and even if you're not, it doesn't mean you break off ties completely. You just be careful on how you communicate with them. Beliefs and dictated outcomes. Beliefs dictate outcomes. Wealthy individuals operate from empowering beliefs, which leads to positive financial behaviors and results. Empowering beliefs. And empowering beliefs, I was looking it up, and what it stands for is the can-do attitude. Well, that's an empowering belief where they have that attitude that I can accomplish my goals or any goals in life if I set my mind to it, right? That's an empowering belief. Chapter number 3, taking control of your financial blueprint. This is powerful. Changing your inner world. Eker urges readers to reprogram their subconscious money beliefs about adapting their new empowering declaration and habits. What are declaration and habits? A declaration is you declare. Like if you ever gone to the border, when you're crossing the border and they say, well, do you have anything to declare? That means you're declaring you have anything on you, like, for example, alcohol or anything that's illegal, or if you have something that, let's say you bought a lot of shopping that's over, let's say X amount of dollars, you have to declare that. That's a declaration. So you could declare to yourself that I have this much money in the bank. You're declaring. When you declare, guess what happens? That stands to be true. That creates a shift in habits, how your habits are. If your habits are negative, we need to replace them to positive. It's hard to break off a habit, and I'll talk more about that in other topics, but that's another subject itself. The power of affirmation, declared wealth-oriented beliefs daily, helps us align your mindset and your financial success. So remember, back to alignment again, right? We talked about in our previous books, declaring wealth-oriented beliefs daily, it's not like a one-time thing, helps us align our mind shift about financial and success. Taking responsibility. Wealth starts with accepting full responsibility for your financial situation instead of blaming external factors. I'll give you a classic example. Well, the economy sucks, and that's why I don't make much money. Well, that's true. The economy does suck, but what does the economy have to do with your ability to make money? I'll give you a classic example of this. Imagine you have a sailboat and you go out into the sea and you want to travel in one direction, and you'll notice that there's other sailboats also in the sea, probably in the harbor area, and they're all going in different directions. The wind is blowing in one direction, but yet the sailboats are going in different directions. Why is that? Why aren't they all going in the one direction where the wind is pushing? It's because it depends on how you set the sail. If you set the sail a certain angle, you can go into the direction that you want. So it doesn't matter what the external factors are. If the economy is moving in one direction, maybe south or bad, whatever it is, you can change your direction by adapting, focusing what's good in the economy, not focusing what's bad in the economy. If you focus what's going wrong in the economy, that's what you're going to build on. You're going to focus on that. Just think about it. The key takeaways from the first 49 pages comes down to this. Money is a mindset game. Your financial success depends more on your inner programming than external circumstances. So some people might say, you know what, I live in Ethiopia and there's no opportunity here, so I'm just going to stay broke. Well, did you know that there's people in Ethiopia that started there and they became very successful? Okay, so it doesn't matter. It just might be harder, it might take longer because of the surroundings, but it doesn't mean it can't happen, right? And sometimes, because of the circumstances, you have to use that as your advantage. I'll give you a quick story. Ivory Soap, you might have heard of this before, but Ivory Soap was a company, I don't know if it's still around, but many years ago, there was a guy working in Ivory Soap in a manufacturing facility, and he forgot to turn off the machine that night, and the suds in that machine just overwhelmed, and it just kind of blew up the factory almost. He came back the next day, and he said, oh my God, and he thought he was going to get fired. Guess what happened? The boss looked at them saying, what did you do? And he went in down to clean up the mess. He said, you better clean up that mess or we're going to have big problems. So he started cleaning up the mess, started mopping and everything. He noticed that when he was mopping the floor with all the suds it kind of gelled and some of the soap started to float, Ivory Soap. And that was the day they invented that Ivory Soap was the soap that floats. So the external circumstances created an opportunity which made him very, very successful, and he got promoted. So this is an example of why external conditions don't affect your ability to be successful. Awareness is the key. Recognizing your inherent money blueprint helps you identify, eliminate limiting beliefs. Eliminating limiting beliefs. What are eliminating? How do you eliminate them? When you think about that, you know what, in my job I'm making, let's say, $50 an hour or $20 an hour, whatever the case may be, and you say, I can never make $1 million a year. I only make $20 a month or $20 a month, $20 an hour, right? So that's a limiting belief. Think about it. If there's people out there that are making more money than you, a lot more, what are they doing differently? Let's continue. Reprogramming for wealth. By adopting the mindset and habits of wealthy individuals, you can reshape your financial destiny. I think of the potter who makes clay, and in the potter, and there's a wheel that's turning, and they're shaping the clay to a different shape, whether it's the saucepan, or whatever the case may be. It could be, in any shape that you want to make. How do you do that? By the way you shape with your hands. So you could reprogram for wealth. The first 49 pages of The Secret Millionaire Mindset lay the powerful foundation of transforming your financial life by focusing on mindset and belief systems. Eker's engaging style is actionable advice that make readers eager to learn more and start reprogramming for their blueprint. So stay tuned. I'll be talking again on that next video. So we'll cover from pages 50 to about 100, and let's get to it. Make sure you do a share of this video and put a like and share this with somebody who you know that can benefit from them. Until next time, make it a great day. Take care.